The herb that makes pesto what it is was considered dangerous in Italy for centuries. Not exotic, not rare, dangerous. Romans debated whether it caused madness. Some believed it could only grow if you screamed curses at the soil while planting it. And yet today it sits in every supermarket on earth, inside one of the most protected and celebrated recipes in all of culinary history. So how did the most feared herb in the ancient world end up defining a sauce that belongs to an entire city? Genoa sits on a thin strip of coastline in northern Italy, squeezed between the Alps and the sea. For most of the medieval period, it was one of the most powerful city-states in the world. Genoese merchants didn't just trade goods. They moved spices, silk, salt, and seeds across continents. Whatever passed through their ships eventually passed through their kitchens. The city, shaped by trade, would eventually produce a sauce built entirely from ingredients that arrived from somewhere else. Start with Rome. The Romans had a sauce called Moretum: garlic, herbs, cheese, oil, crushed in a mortar until it became a paste. The technique was there, the mortar was there, but they were missing the soul of the dish. To find that, we have to look thousands of miles to the east. Basil is not Italian. It originated in India, traveled west through Persia and Egypt, and arrived carrying a complicated reputation. Romans grew it. They also feared it. Ancient writers debated whether it caused madness, whether it could only grow if you shouted curses at the soil. For centuries it sat in medicine cabinets, never trusted at the table. Here is what will surprise most people. Pesto alla Genovese has a first written recipe dated 1863. Not the Middle Ages, not the Renaissance. 1863. While the world was modernizing, one of the most famous recipes in history didn't even exist on paper yet. What changed was Liguria itself. The hills above Genoa, a district called Prà, turned out to be one of the few places where basil grew differently. Something about the air and soil made it taste unlike anything else on earth. Smaller leaves, sweeter, almost no bitterness. Ligurian cooks paired it with garlic paste their sailors relied on at sea. By the time Giovanni Battista Ratto wrote it down in 1863, the sauce had already lived in Genovese kitchens longer than anyone could trace. That first recipe contains something unexpected. Not Parmesan, not Pecorino, Dutch cheese, Gouda or Edam. The reason tells you everything about Genoa. Northern European cheeses arrived imported regularly, often cheaper than anything from southern Italy. The sauce was built from whatever the ships brought in. And from Genoa, pesto traveled the same routes the merchants always had. Immigrants carried it to Argentina, to the United States, to Brazil. For nearly a century, it was almost impossible to find outside Liguria. Then, suddenly, it was everywhere. Today, it carries 7 protected ingredients and a place in virtually every kitchen on Earth. It started as an Indian herb nobody trusted, crushed using a Roman technique, perfected on a Ligurian hillside, and carried to the world by sailors who never stopped moving. Follow the history, not just the recipe. More dishes are waiting.